Vistro is a sort of like a delivery service, but it's a bit different in the nature that it does all deliveries through an app. Um, our app, you're able to download it. Then when you install it on your phone, our app takes a look at your GPS and then shows you restaurants in your location. Um, then you can order from any restaurant. So a restaurant doesn't necessarily need to have their own delivery service. We take care of the delivery service for them. So you can order through our app. It gets sent to our restaurants that work with us, and then we have we have drivers that work with us to deliver the food.
What led you to create Vistro? How did you came along with the name? What motivated you? What you saw that you came up with the bright idea to create Vistro?
I've I've always been in love with food, um, and I've been a developer for 4 or 5 years already, and I've always wanted to see how I could benefit my community. Um, so a couple of years, maybe 2 years back, I was looking for something to do, something to focus my time in, and I was hungry. I realized that there is an extent of delivery, but with technology we could really make this efficient, and we could really make a market from this. It just needed the right tools and the right method to do it. And that's when I started. Not a lot of people know, but when I started, I bought a bicycle and I did deliveries in Orange Rock myself. I went to other restaurants. I let them know that I'm doing delivery. They just have to call me, and I would pick up the food, give them your phone number, and I delivered. And this is how I did it for 2 or 3 months. In my way of how I learned how delivery works and what it takes to do delivery. From there, I then built the app. I decided then from there I took my time. I sat down. I drafted the app. I started to code. I started to build it, making sure I had what the restaurants needed and what my drivers would need, and that reached into what Bistro came. Bistro's original name was Bistro with a B, but I I tend to write fast and mix up words since I'm a bit dyslexic. So I mistake the B for a V, and when I send it out to be designed, that's how it came back, and that's how Vistro came about.
Tell us a little bit more in detail. How, if I am sitting home and I'm craving some particular dish, what is the process? You download the app, you find a restaurant, and how does it work?
When an order is, so let's say I download the app, I install the app, I register, I turn it on. The app will ask you for your GPS. This is important because once you open the app, we need to know where you are so that we can show you your restaurants in your area. So let's say I'm in Orange Rock, the app will pick it up and show me restaurants only listed in Orange Rock. If I'm in Billy City, it'll show me Billy City. Then when you see a list of restaurants, you find something you really like, you order it. When you hit approve your order and place your order, it then automatically sends it to our restaurants that get notified that you ordered, and they get to see your order, and they're the ones that approve or decline your order. Um, Once that happens and they approve, they give you a time frame, and then our drivers are informed of that through a different app, and they're able to then pick up your order and deliver it. So, um, as many might believe, they believe that it's a WhatsApp that we do or that we are calling, but that's not how the app works. This is why we differ, and we're able to handle more deliveries more efficiently than doing it all through calling and WhatsApp.
Does this cause any problems, confusions in time frame?
We do our end. We do have people in the office that are looking at orders, and whenever an order is past the time that the restaurant gave, our system does like a beep, and then we know that there is an order, and we try to follow up and make sure what has been happening. In any case, we always make sure that the time frame a restaurant gives, we are able to complete it within that time frame, because at the same time we have a ton of orders from different other places coming in at the same time, so we try our best with the app to sort of get that in the time frame they ask.
What has been the feedback that you guys been getting in respect to this?
Our first feedback is usually people think it's an outside company, It's not. It's a fully Belizean-based company. All our workers are from here. We hire our drivers are from the local community. They're wherever we work. We partner with drivers and people who want to do this as a full time or a part time. And so that's been our first feedback. Is people usually think it's an outside company coming in and trying to do it, but it's not. Secondly, people do think it might not work. It's probably a scam. It might be too good to be true. Um, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram where people can message us. Usually, some customers, before they even try it out, they might message us on one of the platforms and they ask us how it works. Um, if I order this amount, what does it cost, and so on and so on. And so we're always happy to answer any questions that people might ask.
I'm a business owner. I own a restaurant. What is the procedure for me to be part of Vistro or enroll my restaurant to your business?
Just you could email us through the app. There's a contact us. You can email us. There's also a form within the app that they can fill out, and then it asks them their location, what type of business they have, uh, other logistics, and then at the same time they could also message us through Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, on how to register, and we give them a form that they can fill out. We don't have much requirements to limit them from joining the app. Um, we just explain, it's a time, it's a distance, and just to be aware of the distance. I mean, they're too far from their customers.